Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Vasudevasutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Hari Om. We are now entering into 13th chapter of Bhagavad Gita called Kshetra Kshetrajna Vibhaga Yoga. This is one of the most famous chapters in Bhagavad Gita, and it is also called as directly hitting all the seekers to awaken. A call is given to awaken from the matter vestures, coverings, to one's own divine state of experience. That divine state is awakened. Now, this chapter comes after 13th chapter, comes after 8th chapter. 7th and 8th chapters, where Bhagavan Krishna taught Vijnana Yoga in 7th chapter and Akshara Parabrahma Yoga in 8th chapter, the imperishable Brahman was discussed in 8th chapter. One who knows this Brahman, even at the time of death, one is liberated. One ascends to one's own divine nature. That's what Bhagavan Krishna said in Gita. Now, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th chapters are brought to satisfy the curiosity of Arjuna. He had some doubts. Bhagavan Krishna answers Arjuna's doubts in Bhagavad Gita. Some places we find Arjuna explicitly asking Bhagavan Krishna, asking a question, teach me this. And thereby Bhagavan Krishna answered. In many places, Bhagavan Krishna reads the mind of the Arjuna. So before Arjuna asks out, spells the doubt, Bhagavan Krishna would answer that particular doubt. Thus, Bhagavad Gita is a great revelation. Now, Bhagavad Gita is divided into 3 sections. The first 6 chapters, according to one division, speaks about karma. The 7th to 12th chapters speak about bhakti. And 13th to 18th chapters speak about jnanam, pure knowledge. That is one type of classification based on karma, bhakti and jnana. Under these titles, these six chapters were divided by Mahatmas. From another point of view, the classification of 18 chapters were done as follows. The first 6 chapters spoke about Tvam Pada, Tvam, in Tattvamasi Mahavakya, thou art that, you are that. In that Mahavakya, Upadesha Vakya by the Guru, Guru gives the Upadesha to the student, stating that you are that. So, first 6 chapters speak about Tvam, the individual, the Jiva's purification. Focus is on one's own being. And second 6 chapters from 7th to 12th speak about Tat Padam. So that, the totality, Ishvara. Jiva and Ishvara, essentially nothing but pure Brahman as the Adhisthana or the substratum of these both. The essential nature of Jiva is pure consciousness. Essential nature of Ishvara is pure consciousness. If you see attributes of Ishvara, he is a creator, sustainer, destroyer. He has got Sarvajnatvam, omnipotent, omniscient. He is omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent, Sarvavyapakatvam. Sarvashaktimatvam, omnipotent. Sarvajnaha, omniscient. We speak about Sarvajnatvam. Ishvara has got this. But Jiva has limited knowledge, limited Vyapakatvam, limited potency in him. But these are all from Upadhi Dharmas. Ishvara Upadhi is Maya. Upadhi is a covering, a limited adjunct, one that which limits you. So you are identified. In the case of Jiva, Upadhi is Avidya. So Jiva, because of Avidya, came under the control of Avidya. He is experiencing as though he is limited. Right? Ishvara, Upadhi is Maya, but that Maya is under his control totally. In the case of Jiva, Jiva is under the control of Avidya Maya, Avidya or Maya, Vrishti Maya. Ishvara is controlling the Maya, is a Mayapati. So he is not caught up in Maya, he is ever liberated. There is no bondage for Ishvara. Ishvara, with the help of Maya Shakti, he created. So consciousness is the same. The essence in Jiva, essence in Ishvara is consciousness only. So essentially, you are that, is taught. So in the first 6 chapters, when Jiva was highlighted, second 6 chapters from 7th to 12th, about Ishwar Tattva was mentioned. Is Vibhuti, is Vishwarupa, his nature of higher nature has been told. So Tat Padam was told in Tattvamasi, Tvam Pada was told in first 6 chapters, Tat Pada was told in second 6 chapters, second set of 6 chapters. And the third, the last section of the Bhagavad Gita, last 6 chapters deal with Asi. Asi means that oneness between Jiva and Ishvara is talked about. So 13th chapter speaks about essential nature, that there is only one consciousness, on that supreme, infinite, one pure, eternal consciousness. These two are superimposed. That is, Ishvara and Jiva are only play of Maya. In one case, Maya is controlled by Ishvara. In other case, the Maya controls the Jiva. Only difference, that's it. Essentially, we are one. So, in this content-wise, thought-wise, 13th chapter comes after the, what you call, 7th and 8th chapters. 13th chapter comes after 7th and 8th chapters. Now, 9, 10, 11, 12, as I told you, Arjuna asked questions, they were answered. Now, in this chapter, what is taught us is, to us is, how to separate the consciousness from the matter. Essentially, in the entire creation you see, it is of two things. One is consciousness, the spirit. Other is the matter. Spirit, when caught up in matter, identified with matter, behaves as Jiva, the individual, you and I. But essentially, we are that. How is it possible? I mean, how can we realize the truth? Because of this bondage called prakriti or matter around us. The release from the matter takes us to higher states of consciousness, makes us release from the bondage of matter, the jnanam, the knowledge, releases us from the bondage of matter and establishes us in our own essential nature. So, the path of spiritual progress is, in one word, purification. Purification of all these matter vestures first, because now they stuck to me so deeply. So I must slowly drop them one by one, layer by layer, thought by thought, a wrong concept by wrong concept, each one and one day, each day on meditations. When we keep on dropping all these, not I, this is not me, this is not me. Not by only by information, but by practice, by consciously dropping them on the seat of meditation, one will awaken to the truth. So in these two, if you divide spirit and matter, spirit is knower, matter is known. Think. One object cannot know the other object. Your book is there, laptop or computer is there. So the book cannot know the laptop, computer, and the computer cannot know the book. They don't play the role of knower. An object cannot know the other object, cannot illumine the other object. But the spirit is there, consciousness is that which illumines everything. Every object, every matter is illumined by the consciousness, the spirit, the knower. So now I have to separate the knower from the known, the spirit from the matter, consciousness from the prakriti. Think. Now, this has to be achieved. The more I lose my identification with the matter vehicles, coverings, more I get closer to my own essential nature, which is already me. More and more, I start awakening to my own nature. So, in 13th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, this Vibhaga, Kshetrajna, the knower, Kshetra, the known, is clearly demarcated. This is the knower. This is the known. The knower must and should release himself, detach himself completely from the known. Then the knower will realize that he is not the known. Now, when the known disappears, the known, the objective, the world dissolves. As matter is dissolved in my consciousness, I am no more called as knower. Then what I am? I am pure consciousness. The word knower is only in relation to the word known. There is something to be known. When there is something observed, then only there can be an observer. Or when I take a position of observer, that means there is something observed, then I become observer. If observed objects are deleted, negated, then I am no more called as an observer. I am called as pure consciousness, because consciousness alone can observe. Spirit alone can play the role of observer. So when I understand this in this way, that separating the known from the knower is meditation. In the meditation, we purify, we separate ourselves from the matter, and what remains is the pure self. Gurudev gives us so beautiful examples here. I read out. Very simple. A driver is one who is driving. A rider is one who is riding a horse. A swimmer is one who is swimming at the moment. Off the steering wheel, OFF. When it's away from steering wheel, or off the saddle, OFF. Away from the saddle, or away from the waters, the driver, the rider, and the swimmer are only three individuals. They are no more driver, rider, and swimmer. So these are the title given. Only when he is driving is a driver. Only when he is riding a horse is a rider. Only when he is swimming is a swimmer. Only when I am observing and playing with the matter, I am the observer, the knower. So when the known is dissolved in my meditations, like in deep sleep state, the entire Jagat, the world is dissolved in my own self. But I am not awakened to my own essential nature that time. So I don't know anything, but I am in a blissful state, which I claim after I woke up from the deep sleep state. Think. Therefore, friends, this Vibhaga, Kshetra, Kshetrajna Vibhaga Yoga. Therefore, Puja Gurudev gives very important equations here. Knower, the knower. Who is a knower? Knower is equal to, when there is a field of the known, there is object, the field is there, plus the knowledge of the object makes me the knower. So knower has the knowledge of the known. So listen carefully. Knower has the knowledge of the known. So knower is equal to knowledge of the known, field of the known, the field kshetra, plus knowledge of the field. So knower is equal to field of the known plus knowledge. Now, from the knower, from the observer, from the knower, the field of the known field, what is known? Sorry. What is observed? What is seen is removed. So knower minus the field of the known. What is observed? Observer minus the observed. Or knower minus the field of the knowledge, field of the known, kshetra, kshetrajna minus kshetra. Kshetra, knower, minus the field of the known. That becomes Shuddha Jnanam, is equal to knowledge. So knower is equal to field of the known plus knowledge. So knower minus field of the known is equal to pure knowledge. That means what? When we drop the objective world, when we transcend and establish ourselves in consciousness. So first I negate, first I drop all these names and forms. Drop where? Drop there. Where are now they? Where the world is? The world is in your mind and in my mind. Other than that, there is no world. The world is in your mind. Your world is in your mind. My world is in my mind. When I go into deep sleep state, the mind itself is dissolved. Mind which was holding the Jagat in Jagrat Avastha was dissolved temporarily, resolved temporarily into its own original state, source. Then the world also disappeared. So where is this world? In my mind. Where is your world? In your mind. Therefore, the world which is in your mind is different from the world which is in my mind. The world which is in your mind is not troubling me. Unless there is a world, something which is same world enter into you also, and your mind entered into my mind also, then there will be a problem. Like common problem, common trouble could be. But most of the cases, what is happening? There are so many areas which the world in you, which is there, which is held by your mind and troubling you. That world is not in my mind. Therefore, that world doesn't trouble me. Think. The world of politics disturbs the politician, not me. The world of politics is not fully in me. I may have concern if there is no right king elected, right person is elected. To that extent, I am concerned. The child, he doesn't know even what the political field. So his world, his mind is not troubled by that particular world. The child is troubled by toys. So child is troubled by child's world. So on the seat of meditation, first I drop, negate the world which is in me, which I have been holding on to it in my mind, upheld, supported, that I dissolve. So the world which is troubling me when I dissolve, when I open the world, when I open my eyes, the world may continue to be seen. But that world is not my world which troubled me. And outside that, then I see the external, the Jagat also is nothing but other than, it is not nothing but pure Brahman. That's it. So first is Vitreka sadhana, then Anvaya sadhana. First, Namarupatmakam Jagat is not me. Once I establish myself, completely dissolved, I know who I am. When I open my eyes, I see only Brahman everywhere. There is no more world. World may continue to appear. But I see all this as superimposed on Brahman, pervaded by Brahman. So this is a process. How to do it? How to recognize this? What is the nature of Kshatrajna? What is the nature of Kshetra? All these are beautifully told in this 13th chapter called Kshetra, field, Kshetrajna, the knower of the field, Vibhaga, the discrimination, distinction between these two. Now, great Acharya, Advaita Acharya, Shri Madhusudana Saraswati Maharaj, 200-300 years before, 15th century, I think, 15th or 16th century, he had written a verse. The very first verse of 13th chapter, he wrote a verse and he had put that verse in the mouth of Arjuna as though Arjuna asked a question. So in original Bhagavad Gita, we don't find this first verse. It begins with Shri Bhagavan Vacha. Bhagavan said this. So it continues as a teaching. Krishna continued his teaching. But this question, which was written by Madhusudan Saraswati and put in the mouth of Arjuna, gives us the clarity of the content of the 13th chapter. I'm going slow. So if the question is asked Arjuna like this, then I will know what are the contents of this 13th chapter, which is the most beautiful chapter. Jnanam. So we are entering into the third section, the third lot of, or third bunch of 6 chapters, called third division of Bhagavad Gita, third section of Bhagavad Gita, 6 chapters grouped, called Asipada or Jnanam. So here we begin. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. अथ त्रयोदशोऽध्यायः. अर्जुन उवाच प्रकृतिं पुरुषं चैव क्षेत्रं क्षेत्रज्ञमेव च एतद्वेदितुमिच्छामि ज्ञानं ज्ञेयं च केशव. अर्जुन उवाच प्रकृतिं पुरुषं चैव क्षेत्रं क्षेत्रज्ञमेव च एतद्वेदितुमिच्छामि ज्ञानं ज्ञेयं च केशव. Arjuna asked a question. As I said, it was written by Madhusudana Saraswati Swamiji, a great Advaita Acharya. Phenomenal works he did. So, here put this. We get clarity. Now, Arjuna asked 3 pairs. First pair, second pair, third pair. He asked about 3 pairs. What are they? First question is, what is Prakriti and what is Purusha? Prakriti, matter. Purusha, the spirit. This is called Sankhya Yoga. Sankhya philosophy speak about Prakriti, Purusha, Viveka. So now, what is the difference between this Prakriti and Purusha? These 2 terms have been used. So what is Prakriti and what is Purusha? One pair. Second, he asked similarly, A Krishna, Kshetram, Kshetrajnam. Both, you tell me. What is the field? Kshetra. And Kshetrajna, the knower of the field. What is Kshetra and Kshetrajna? These 2 words, pair, one pair. Explain to me. What is Kshetra? The knower. What is Kshetra? The field. What is Kshetrajna? The knower. Explain to me. What is Purusha? The spirit. What is Prakriti? The matter. Explain to me. And third pair, he asked Jnanam and Jneyam. What is Jnanam? What is knowledge? Jnanam. Jneyam, what ought to be known, what is to be known. Knowledge and what ought to be known. Jneya vastu, object of knowledge. What is knowledge? What ought to be known. These 2, etat veditum ichchami. I wanted to know, I wish to know. Veditum ichchami, I desire to know. These 3 pairs, Prakriti Purusha, Kshetra Kshetrajna, Jnanam and Jneyam. Prakriti Purusha, Prakriti matter, Purusha spirit. Kshetram Kshetrajna, Kshetram is a field, Kshetrajna is the knower of the field. Jnanam is knowledge, Jneyam is what ought to be known. Explain to me clearly these 3. Now, this shloka gives us a tremendous clarity of what is the content of the 13th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Think. So once I know the content, now this beautifully, this chapter will be explaining this. Everything Bhagavan Krishna explains. Now, what is that now? Bhagavan Krishna answers. The question is not in the original Bhagavad Gita. Written and put for us, for our sake, through the mouth of Arjuna, for our understanding, by great Acharya, Sri Madhusudana Saraswati. Shri Bhagavanuvacha idam shariram kaunteya kshetramityabhidhiyate etadyo vetti tam prahuhu kshetrajna iti tadvidaha idam shariram kaunteya kshetramityabhidhiyate etadyo vetti tam prahuhu Kshetrajna iti tadvidaha. Now, Bhagavan says first one. Kshetra and yet, first Prakriti Purusha, Bhagavan said, first I'll explain to you Kshetra and Kshetrajna. Then it comes Jnanam and Jnam will explain. More we see as we go into subject. The last final, he speaks about Prakriti and Purusha. Viveka. Very interesting, very beautiful chapter it is. So, idam shariram. Idam means this. This sharir is kshetra. So, your own body, natamastak, from head to the toe, is the field wherein you are playing. You are identified with the body, with every part, with every limb, and also the stuff inside the body, the mind, intellect, but mainly sharira. This entire sharira is a field. Idam shariram, hey Kaunteya, son of Kunti, kshetram iti abhidhiyate. This is called as kshetra, abhidhana, name given. So what is the name given? Kshetra, field. Now, etad yo vetti tam prahuhu. The one who knows this body. You are illuminating your body. I am illuminating my body. Think. So I am Kshetrajna in the body, the knower of my body. You are Kshetrajna in your body, the knower of your body, the field. So the body is the field, the knower of it. I know this body is there. I'm illuminating the body, and I claim this body is me. That is ignorance, highest ignorance. Second is, body is not me, but body is mine. That is another ignorance. In the deepest states of realization, when everything is seen as illusion, appearance, mithya, there in the depths of my meditation, when I identify myself with the pure spirit, the consciousness, from that level, I recognize this body also doesn't exist, actually speaking. It is illusion. It appears to be, but it is not. That is the highest realization. But in our case, we are seekers now. For us, Kshetrajna is there inside, one who is aware of the body. And the field is Kshetra, the body is Kshetra. It abhidiyate. Now, who said this? This is Kshetra and this is Kshetrajna. Etadyo veti. One who, by those people who know these, Kshetra and Kshetrajna, इन दोनों को जो जानते हैं, क्षेत्र को भी जानता है, क्षेत्रज्ञ को भी जान लिया स्पष्ट रूप से, वही कह सकता है कि ये एक क्षेत्र है, एक क्षेत्रज्ञ है. देखिए, one who tasted only coffee in life, only coffee, he never tasted tea. He cannot discriminate between tea and coffee. Think about it. He cannot discriminate. Why? Because I know only coffee. I never tasted tea. But one who tasted both coffee and tea, he can discriminate. Oh, this is coffee, this is tea. In our case, we don't know what is Kshetrajna. We exclusively, we don't know that there is something Kshetrajna, that which is conscious of the body is different from the body. No, Ajnani is Dehabhimani. Dehabhimani, I am the body. I can't even accept when somebody says you are not the body. I get scared. What are you talking? So now we know only the body. We know, but I exist and I know that, but I'm not able to know it exclusively separate from the body as the illuminator, illumining the body, the consciousness, illumining the body, independent of the kshetra. I don't know. So therefore, this is etad yo veti, one who knows thus, is a kshetrajna. So one is the body, is a field, kshetra. And one who knows this, I know this is the body. Saying this is the body, no problem. I am the body is a problem. Body is mine, ownership I claim. It is actually illusion because our body is not listening to me. It is different. It is behaving according to its own prakriti. Think. So tadvidaha. Tadvidaha means one who knows both. They say, they alone can say, Kshetrajna is one who is a knower of the body. The body is that which is known, is Kshetra. Thus, who knows both are able to say very clearly, Tadvidaha. So, tat kshetram kshetrajnam cha vindati iti tadvidaha. तौ विंदन्ति इति तद्विदाः. बोथ दोनों को जानते हैं. एक क्षेत्र है, एक क्षेत्रज्ञ. That knowledge one who has is a rishi, a maharshi. They say very clearly. Therefore, human being is always a combination of matter and spirit. We are a combination of matter and spirit. Any being for that matter. Any animal also. Only on the seat of meditation, by the grace of the Gurus, one can discriminate the field from the knower of the field. clearly demarcated. Now, what is happening in our condition? Because we are unable to discriminate between the body and the knower of the body. Right. So all the troubles in life, which are all due to only the physical body. Because I'm the body, so the body, health problem, body problem. Relationships, relationship with what? Only through body, only relationships are formed. Brother, sister, wife, husband, children, father, grandfather, with respect to what? With your own body. So when I don't know, I'm illuminating, separate from this. All the problems which are caused by the body, due to the body, or because of relationship of this body with other bodies, all of them are considered as my problem. I don't see any one of them as objectively, I cannot see it. There I am bound. So discrimination between Kshetrajna, the knower, and the field which is known is absolutely necessary. Now, in the third verse, Bhagavan Krishna goes one step ahead. This will take time to explain. So we have about 10-15 minutes more, but I don't want to continue, right? Third chapter, third shloka. So we will take up this in next class. Bhagavan Krishna says, now first you understand what is Kshetrajna, knower of the field. What is the field? Body. Kshetrajna. So it looks like so many Kshetrajnas are there. One per body. Krishna says something about this. We will see in the next class. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Satgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you. Hari Om.